Hi there, Rita. I just wanted to also ask you, whilst you're here, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I know that you're going to be speaking, you do a fair amount of speaking. You've spoken nationally, you've spoken internationally on management issues, on coaching and development issues. And I know that you're going to be speaking soon at a conference during International Women's Month or International Women's Day around women in business. You've been a woman in business, you've been a CEO, and you coach many, many women in business. So I'd imagine that this is a topic that's pretty dear to your heart.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the conference and what you're going to be sharing with those people there who are perhaps starting their journeys.
Well, yes, yeah. Well, the conference is We Mean Business, and it's happening on the 23rd of February. And it's an event that is focusing on women in business, whether they are well-established businesses or they may be at the beginning of that particular journey itself. And I'm going to be speaking on a particular area such as goal setting for success. And I think this is a particularly important area for women. I think we're very good at getting on with things, being very pragmatic, very practical, but actually just allowing ourselves to step back, think about what do we actually want to achieve, and to give ourselves some time to really spend some time thinking through about those specific goals, and also as well to have a plan for it as well.
And I would imagine that one of the particular challenges is that women in business very often will have perhaps more different roles than men. Yes, they're perhaps running business, perhaps they've also got commitments at home, perhaps they've got children and so on. So actually very often they're having to do a lot of work. Well, how are you going to be helping them to think about how they manage those different roles as well as all the goals?
Well, I think one of the things that I'm going to be doing is to really just kind of highlight some of those top barriers, maybe personally and professionally as well. So some of those things might be just the confidence can be a key area for women in business, potentially starting out, or even as they're actually been running their business, kind of going out, launching out with a new idea, with a new product, with a new services as well. And sometimes confidence can be a key thing. Another thing might be just very much you're thinking about it. You know, you can be so busy, but you're thinking about doing something, but you don't quite get round to it. I'll do that at some point, or I'll do that at some day. And actually, that's something that can stop us, that kind of procrastinating as well.
Have you noticed during the time that you've been in business, which is a while, and you've been in, and of course you've ran businesses and organisations, have you noticed a change in the women in business kind of arena? Has it grown? Has it blossomed? Have you noticed changes?
Well, definitely there's a lot more women entrepreneurs now than ever before. Still not enough, but there's a lot more women entrepreneurs now than ever before. I can't remember the exact figures now, but there is definitely so much more now, and that's fantastic news. I think that's fantastic news. And also as well, I think very much with women are thinking about how they can balance that up. You know, the entrepreneurialism, you know, running your own business, but also balance that up with family life as well, or their own personal life as well. So, you know, so business is very different. The style of business is very different.
Are we more mindful about the balance that you've been speaking about now?
Yes, I think so. I think so, because more and more women are putting their stamp on the landmark, you know, on the landmark, and actually saying that yes, business is important, but actually I want to have a life as well, and that's what's really different now. That's what's really different.
And so, for those people who are very much starting out, they're in that audience, what are going to be your main tips for them, or things to get them to think about? You talked a little bit about allowing yourself to set that goal.
Yes.
And what are the other things that you're keen for them to think about?
Well, I'm really keen for them. I'm definitely going to keep it simple, because I think it's important that there's some clear steps. But my top tips would be to really think about what you really want to do, and to set a goal, and set some goals that you're really passionate about. Set the goals that you're happy to put some commitment into, to be really clear about what those goals are. Make them compelling, because they're yours, not anyone else's. And then the key thing also as well is get someone to hold you accountable as well. So maybe if you have a business partner, maybe a friend that you can, that would hold you accountable. But they've got to hold you accountable. Someone who's willing to challenge you and support you, to review, to make sure that you're actually progressing, because that's an important thing as well. And if all else fails, get yourself a coach.
Excellent, very good advice. Rita, we have to leave it there. Thank you.